Olga Tarasiuk is a model and content creator from Poland, born on October 21, 1993. She currently lives on the coast of Spain, in Costa Blanca, where she enjoys the warm climate and privacy by the sea. From a young age, she had an outstanding appearance and expressive facial features, which inevitably attracted the attention of others. Her luxurious figure and natural charisma became the basis for choosing a career in the modeling industry. However, in order to achieve success, she had to make an effort and go beyond traditional models. Many know her as a popular content creator on social networks, where she is active, sharing her personal moments and professional achievements. Inspired by the opportunity to share her lifestyle, she created an Instagram profile, which soon attracted a large number of subscribers. Her sincerity, style, and energy attracted the attention of not only fans, but also famous brands, which began to offer her cooperation. Soon, she began working with international brands in the field of fashion, beauty, and health, becoming not only the face of famous campaigns, but also a symbol of style and elegance. In addition, she is a true lover of an active lifestyle. She always finds time for sports, preferring workouts that help her maintain excellent physical shape and harmony of body and spirit. Yoga has become an integral part of her daily routine, helping her not only to improve flexibility, but also to find inner balance. Traveling is another passion of hers. She tries to explore the world, discovering new places and cultures. Nature and different corners of the planet inspire her, and on social networks, she often shares beautiful photos from the places she has visited with her subscribers. Over time, she has become not only an influential figure in the fashion world, but also an example for many young people striving to find their way in life. Her desire for self-improvement, attention to detail, and sincere love for life make her a unique person, inspiring others to take bold steps in their careers and personal hobbies. Marli Alexa. First you notice her gaze. It seems to pierce the camera lens like a flash in the dark, confident, almost daring. This is not just another bikini model. This is a girl whose name has long been synonymous with daring sexuality, independence, and mesmerizing charisma. Her photos collect tens of thousands of likes, but behind each frame, there is much more than just a beautifully curved body and the sun on tanned skin. Her story is a path from invisibility to worldwide recognition, from the quiet streets of a provincial town to the flashes of cameras on the fashionable beaches of Miami and Bali. She was born on July 29, 1997, in San Diego, California, USA. She grew up in an environment far from catwalks and photo shoots, where a girl in a bikini was considered not an idol, but rather the subject of gossip. But this is what formed her inner core. From a young age, she felt that she did not fit into the usual framework and dreamed of breaking out, not just physically, but also in spirit. School, the first photo shoots on the phone, photos in front of the mirror, this is where it all started. And this was not just a teenage experiment, it was an instinct for self-expression. When Instagram began to gain momentum, she realized this is her chance. She did not wait for invitations from modeling agencies. She herself became an agent of her destiny. She perfected poses, played with light, studied angles. At first, there were hundreds of subscribers, then thousands. But the growth was not accidental. She had a strategy, not just to undress in front of the camera, but to create an image, strong, confident, sexy, but never cheap. She did not chase trends, she created them. She collaborated with brands for which a bikini is not just a fabric, but an ideology. She became the face of several swimsuit collections, starred in advertising campaigns that gained millions of views. But unlike most models, her posts did not seem distant and unnatural. Her secret is in the ability to be real. Even under a perfectly composed frame, you can always feel sincerity, and the viewer feels it. She is not afraid of provocation. She knows how to maintain the line between frankness and vulgarity. That is why not only men but also women subscribe to her, those who see her as an example of strength and confidence. She is often asked, "How do you manage to be so bold?" The answer is simple. She simply stopped being afraid of the opinions of others. This choice gave her not only freedom, but also success. Today, she has more than 1 million subscribers, contracts with top brands, and a reputation as one of the most interesting models on the Instagram platform. But most importantly, she remains true to herself. Her path is not about luck, but about perseverance, intuition, and the ability to see beauty where others see only the format. And in each of her photos, there is a small story that you want to unravel again and again. Sophie Saint. The moment you first see her frame is the realization that you have entered a world where a smile is combined with confidence and eyes speak louder than words. American model and Instagram influencer since she was born on August 3, 2001 in Los Angeles. Her seemingly fragile figure is just a wrapper for true charisma, which draws attention better than any filter. She is not just another like content. Her path began long before hundreds of thousands of subscribers. She studied music, playing guitar and piano, learned to sing and write lyrics, and this is felt in every frame. She does not pose, she expresses herself. In 2022, her tracks Heartbroken and a cover of Baby It's Cold Outside were released. Later, Fill the Void, written and performed by herself. But it was her bikini look that earned her a career. The dazzling contrasts of her body under the sun, the smooth movement of the waves, and the perfect camera angle. It takes on an almost cinematic quality. Behind her profile is work. Brands like Fashion Nova, Pretty Little Thing, and Savage X Fenty are among her partners, and occasional shoots for Glossy Vogue and Cosmopolitan confirm that she is an international-level model. Well-chosen aesthetics, premium content, and open charisma have earned her a large number of followers on Instagram and TikTok. Her personality is not limited to simple body arrows. She enjoys swimming, jet skiing, collects high heels, paints, and goes to the beach. She literally lives a life that you want to breathe. She has a dog, she loves an active lifestyle, and at the same time sincerely cares about her body and soul. Her story is not just a how to become a model page. This is a story about a girl from California with music in her heart and the sun in her eyes, who, step by step, turns every part of herself into an expression of art. When you launch her video, you don't just look at a pretty face and a pretty figure. You get into the atmosphere, energy, interviews with the wind, with a smile, with a genuine love for life. And this is what she does that is truly catchy. She lives her content. There is not a single production where you wouldn't feel that this is her, the real her. From the music to the beach, from guitar chords to sea foam, everything sounds in one flow, attractive and real. And this is what holds the viewer not for a second, but for a minute, and then for the entire life story that she creates herself. Natalie Roser is an Australian fashion model. She was born on 18 May 1990 in Newcastle, New South Wales, Australia. She began modeling at the age of 13 when her mother secretly submitted a photo to a modeling competition and she was spotted by agents. As a young girl, she was tall, slender, with blonde surf hair and tanned skin, which immediately attracted the attention of the industry. Despite her early start in modeling, she completed her entire school education. She attended Cardiff High School, then went on to attend the University of Newcastle, where she earned a degree in graphic design and photography. In 2014, she became a finalist in the Miss Universe Australia competition and competed on the first season of The Face Australia. Although her success in these projects was limited, they were an important starting point for strengthening her reputation in the industry. In 2016, she appeared on the cover of Maxim Australia, which was her breakthrough and cemented her status as a popular and in-demand model. She has also collaborated with brands such as Guess and Honey Burdette, regularly appearing in advertising campaigns and fashion projects. Along with her modeling career, she is interested in photography. She studied this direction and even worked as a photographer from the age of 18. Later, she founded her own clothing brand, which includes swimwear, rompers, and overalls. In addition, she launched a digital art magazine series where she publishes exclusive photo shoots, including her own and with invited models. In 2024, she joined the OnlyFans platform, where she focuses on aesthetic and high-quality content aimed at devoted fans. This gave her another channel for creativity and communication with the audience. At this point, Her Instagram has about 1.5 million subscribers, and she remains one of the most popular influencers in Australia. Her personal life also attracts public interest. Since 2017, she has been dating Australian actor Harley Bonner, and the couple got married in March 2022. Despite the fact that Harley temporarily moved to Thailand to study spiritual practices and meditation, she supported his path, even if she does not share all of his views. The couple maintains a strong relationship and often shares joint photos on social media. In 2021, Natalie underwent complex spinal surgery due to scoliosis, which was a real challenge. She openly shared the stages of recovery with her subscribers, showing how important willpower, patience, and a positive attitude are in overcoming life's difficulties. Today, Natalie is not just a model, but an inspiring woman who combines a career, creativity, entrepreneurship, and personal harmony. She continues to actively develop, remaining an example of confidence, energy, and beauty that come not only from appearance, but also from within. It's hard to believe that a girl with a doll-like appearance, golden hair, and a charming smile once simply posted photos from the beach without any special expectations. But this is how Emily Elizabeth's journey began, one of the most talked about bikini models of the last decade. A huge number of subscribers watch her every step, brands line up for one shot, and her appearance has become a symbol of modern aesthetics. Bold, confident, and completely natural. She doesn't strive to be like anyone else. On the contrary, she emphasizes her uniqueness in every photo shoot. She was born on May 6, 1998, in Florida, where the sun, ocean, and endless beaches dictate the lifestyle. Since childhood, she felt a craving for the camera, first as a hobby, later it became a profession. She started posting photos on Instagram around 2017, but her real takeoff happened when she began to be noticed by large accounts and then brands. Her image fits perfectly into the Instagram era. A combination of carefreeness and natural beauty made her one of those whose photos instantly go viral. But Emily is not only about looks. Unlike many of her colleagues, she runs her page as if she were sharing her life with friends, not fans. She often shows behind the scenes of filming, her favorite dishes, and is not afraid to seem ordinary. This is her secret. She is closer than she seems, and at the same time, unattainably bright. Her photos show not only her body, but also her mood, lifestyle, dream of eternal summer, and the freedom to be yourself. She is into fitness, surfing, and traveling. She adores nature and the ocean. She is also interested in fashion, photography, and runs a lifestyle blog. In her free time, she loves to cook, read, and spend time with loved ones, especially outdoors. She collaborates with the Night Swim Agency and has already worked with many cool brands. Every time she goes out, whether it's a simple photo on the beach or a professional shoot, it turns into an event. In a world where millions of people produce content, she manages to be recognizable and in demand. And all this without scandals, loud headlines, or fancy outfits. Her formula is simplicity, charisma, and an impeccable sense of balance between provocation and style. Now she lives between Los Angeles and New York, travels, shoots, inspires, and remains that same girl from the beach whose photos once changed everything. It seems as if the world stops for a moment when a new photo of Teresa Seco appears on your feed. She is a Spanish beauty whose bikini looks and impeccable style have long captivated millions of followers. Born on July 28, 1997 in sunny Valencia, she seems to have absorbed the warmth and brightness of the Mediterranean coast, which is now reflected in every frame of her Instagram. Her path began with a simple desire to share personal looks and fashion experiments, but from an ordinary online diary, it turned into an entire empire of style, where each publication is a small story about beauty, confidence, and the freedom to be yourself. Today, she is one of the 10 most influential people in Spain, according to Barcelona, and her name has become a symbol of bold fashion decisions and inspiration for thousands of girls. She knows how to combine a sophisticated evening dress with casual street chic, and her feed is the perfect mix of high fashion, sensual swimwear, and fragments of life on the road. She doesn't just pose, she tells stories about herself through clothes, colors, and locations, turning her profile into a visual novel that's hard to tear yourself away from. Her shots from luxurious resorts, Hidden corners of the world and cultural centers make her followers dream, and sometimes even decide to go on their own adventures. But behind the glossy and bright photos, there's a girl who's ready to share not only her victories, but also the difficulties that she encounters on the path to success. Frankness and sincerity have made her blog alive and real, and her audience loyal. She's not just a bikini model, she's an inspirer who can awaken the desire to live brighter, love more boldly, and wear exactly what makes you feel unique with just one photo. Her style and energy are a reminder that fashion and life belong to those who aren't afraid to be themselves. Every public appearance or new photo in her feed becomes an event that's discussed by fashion magazines and fans around the world. She knows how to turn everyday life into art and a simple walk along the beach into a cover-worthy shot. She lives her life in a way that inspires and delights every day. Valentina Gallego is a vibrant and charismatic model from Medellin, Colombia. From a young age, she showed a passion for fashion, self-expression, and aesthetics. Her natural photogenicity, confidence, and inner energy quickly became noticeable to others, and over time, helped her build a successful career in the modeling industry. She began her journey in the fashion world in the mid-2010s, when she began posting photos demonstrating her style, lifestyle, and love of photography. Thanks to her sense of taste, subtle sense of composition, and ability to be different on camera, she attracted the attention of thousands and then millions of people. Her audience grew rapidly, and she quickly became one of the most recognizable figures in the online space among Latin American models. Her photos often reflect not only fashion, but also mood, love of life, and freedom. She boldly demonstrates different sides of her personality, from tenderness and femininity to strength and independence. She actively works with famous brands, collaborates with photographers, stylists, and designers, inspiring many to self-expression and acceptance of their individuality. Her professionalism is based on daily work, training, self-improvement, studying new trends, photo shoots, traveling, and constant development. Sports occupy a special place in her life. Physical activity is not just a necessity for her, but a lifestyle. She regularly does fitness, pays attention to nutrition and mental balance. This approach to body and spirit makes her an example for many fans, especially among girls who strive for harmony with themselves. She often shares her workouts and inspiring thoughts, emphasizing the importance of self-care as the key to confidence and inner strength. Traveling has become an integral part of her life. She enjoys discovering new cities, countries, and cultures. Each trip for her is an opportunity to expand her horizons, meet new people, and get aesthetic inspiration. Her love of traveling has developed flexibility, openness, and the ability to adapt to different circumstances, which also helps her in her professional activities. In addition to her main job, she is actively involved in social and charitable activities. She supports animal protection initiatives and collaborates with foundations involved in saving and adopting homeless pets. Her participation in such projects reflects her sincere love for animals and her desire to make the world a little kinder. She spends her free time in a way that benefits her soul. She enjoys reading, loves art, and is interested in cinema and music. These hobbies help her maintain inner balance and inspire new ideas and projects. Her lifestyle is a combination of discipline, creativity, sincerity, and openness to the world. She is not afraid to be herself, to share her experience, feelings, and joy. Her story is an example of how sincerity, hard work, and love for yourself and others can become the basis for success. Her path inspires not only as a professional, but also as a person who lives in harmony with herself and strives for the light, inside and out. Ellie Brown-Wood is a British model, influencer, and entrepreneur who has gained a wide audience thanks to her striking image, active social media presence, and candid approach to personal blogging. Originally from the UK, she was educated at Garth Hill College and then went on to study at Bracknell and Wokingham College, where she developed an interest in fashion and visual style. Over time, this hobby turned into a profession, and she began to build a career in the fashion industry and digital marketing. She gained her popularity primarily through Instagram. There, she shares photos from her travels, fashion looks, elements of her everyday life, and also shows behind the scenes of her work as a model and entrepreneur. Her style is a combination of sophisticated femininity, modern casual, and bright glamour. Her visual aesthetic is characterized by clean thoughtfulness and attention to detail, which makes her content especially attractive to subscribers and brands. One of her main achievements is the founding of her own swimwear brand Tridenti. This project was a logical continuation of her love for travel, sun, and fashion, as well as her desire to inspire women to feel confident and beautiful in any situation. The brand is characterized by high-quality materials, trendy design, and attention to comfort. She actively promotes her brand through her social networks, often demonstrating new collections and a lifestyle associated with the sea, freedom, and self-awareness. In addition to work and entrepreneurship, she leads an active and fulfilling lifestyle. She travels the world, attends major cultural events such as Coachella, and shares personal moments, including Get Ready With Me videos set to popular music tracks. Her content inspires many young women to strive for self-realization, balance between career and personal life, as well as self-acceptance in any form. Her personal life is organically woven into her digital presence, but at the same time, she maintains a sense of proportion and respect for personal boundaries. She is also known to be a dog lover and a healthy lifestyle, both in her diet and regular exercise routine. Her audience appreciates her for her authenticity, consistency, and sense of taste, as well as her ability to combine personal style with business and inspire others to move forward. Janae Roberts is an American model, designer, and influencer born on April 29, 1997, in sunny Miami, Florida. From an early age, she showed an interest in fashion, art, and visual culture. Her rise to fame began with posting photos on Instagram, where she eventually amassed a large and loyal audience. Her natural beauty, sense of style, and confidence helped her quickly stand out from other influencers, and quality content and visually thought-out images became her calling card. She later moved to Los Angeles to expand her professional horizons. After enrolling at the University of California, Los Angeles, she continued to develop not only as a creative person, but also as an entrepreneur. The city, with its dynamic atmosphere and saturated fashion industry, became the perfect environment for the realization of her ambitions. She founded her own fashion brand, which combines minimalism, femininity, and street aesthetics. Her second project is dedicated to visual aesthetics, color correction, and digital style, and is aimed at aspiring bloggers and photographers. Fitness remains an important part of her life. She regularly shares shots from gyms, jogging, and outdoor workouts on social media. For her, physical activity is not just a way to stay in shape, but also a source of inner harmony, discipline, and energy. She actively promotes a healthy lifestyle and inspires her subscribers not to be afraid to work on themselves. In addition to sports, she enjoys yoga, meditation, reading books on psychology, and self-development. All this helps her maintain inner balance in an eventful life. She is also known for her love of traveling. She often shares bright photos from different parts of the world, be it secluded beaches, noisy megacities, or picturesque mountain landscapes. For her, traveling is not only a way to get inspired and reboot, but also an opportunity to expand her horizons, get to know new cultures, and find fresh ideas for her creativity and content. Despite her publicity, she remains committed to family values. She grew up in a large family and still maintains strong relationships with her family. She has 3 siblings, with whom she shares both joyful moments and difficulties. Her musical taste is diverse, from indie and soul to modern rhythm and blues. She often uses compositions in her videos that convey her mood and emphasize the visual atmosphere of the videos. She has a subtle taste and the ability to combine audio-visual elements into a harmonious whole, which makes her content not only aesthetically attractive, but also emotionally rich. Today, she is not just a successful model or blogger. She is an example of a modern young woman who knows how to inspire, create, and be true to herself. Her path is a story about how sincerity, hard work, and passion for your business can lead to real success. Thank you for watching. Which beauty did you like the most? Let us know in the comments. And if you want to see more stunning models, don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications. See you next time.